But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. First and 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Brings up second.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
No game.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's second and 10. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
38-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. 10.
Another day, another
and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Hey, that right there, that's how you flip the script. The field goal would have made this a 2-score game. Instead, the extra point now would tie us up.
And you know what you have to guard against? Pointing fingers at each other now. Instead of being in control in this game, now you've got a battle on your hands. It's almost like having to start over.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 36. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Browns 14, Colts 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
10-6 at the 50-yard line.
Now a second down and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Complete.
So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action now. Rivers. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Number 83, incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Rodrigo Blankenship.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
The Colt ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on second down, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Rivers. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The 34-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Rivers. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
He's brought down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Mayfield off the play fake. Open man is Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
22-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 13-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
21. Colts 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Play fake, Rivers. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
To Nick Chubb. Kari Willis on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
4th down, Mayfield. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And again, it's Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They toss it left side to Peterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You've got it tucked with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Complete to Hilton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A second down throw for Rivers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Colts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
At the 33-yard line. So
Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did, showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership, it's the toughness, it's the moxie that he exhibits, and his teammates just feed off of it.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis.